Hi, it's Greg from Picks and Parlays back with your NHL free betting pick.
We've got a promo code. It's conference tournament season in college basketball, and every team is on upset alert. So the code is UPSET for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net.
We got a rematch after last night. We saw Tampa Bay, or yesterday, saw Tampa Bay beat Carolina, two of the better teams in the NHL, squaring off in back-to-back nights here. And we see Tampa Bay favored by 145 with a total of 6 in this one. And we've got Dan Kaiser here from Picks and Parlays, one of our better NHL guys, to give out our free pick. We see Tampa Bay favored again, and we see them 12-4-1 on the year against a 12-5-1 Carolina team. Dan, can Tampa Bay make it back-to-back wins and back-to-back days here against Carolina?
That's what I'm going with. Yeah, I think they can make. This is like the fourth time in a row they played. Carolina won the first game in a shutout, but Tampa Bay's come back and won the last two games 4-2, and then they won 3-0 earlier today on Wednesday. Carolina's, they've got a pretty good offense. They score 3.59 goals a game. The decent power play. They convert on almost 30% of their power plays. Their defense is decent. They give up 2.76 goals a game and kill off 80% of their penalties. I just look at the last two games. Tampa Bay's, basically won by combined 7-2. Their offense is just love, they're coming off last year's Stanley Cup win. Their offense still hasn't missed a beat. They scored 3.63 goals a game. Their defense gives up 2.38 goals. They're great on special teams, converting 25% of the power plays and killing off 80% of the penalties. The thing about, again, this is, as you said, this is a second game of back-to-back. So you're looking at two backup goaltenders, and neither one of these goaltenders are great. It's not like you got the two goaltenders in Vegas that, doesn't really matter, or name other teams that have two really good goaltenders. So if I've got two really bad backup goaltenders, I'm going to take the better offense. Tampa Bay has the better offense. They can light it up whenever they want. I look for Tampa Bay to take this game.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay, they looked great on Wednesday, so I can understand why you're back on them again on Thursday. How about the total here? We see a total, anytime I see a total of 6, and I even see some 6.5s out there, I think, this is probably going to be a high-scoring game. And usually this year's, the COVID year of the NHL, that usually comes to fruition. And we see Tampa Bay 6-3-1 in their last 10 games on the over and under, and 7-2-1 for Carolina. So what do you think as far as the total in this one?
See, yeah, I'm an old guy, and I just stick to my things. I'm usually an under guy when it comes to hockey, but in this matchup, I would lean to the over, only because it's two backup goaltenders, and that's the only reason. If it was like one starting goaltender, maybe a backup, I'd look at the under, just because I like playing unders in the NHL. But it's two backups, and I mean, it could go over. It could go over, halfway through the second period with backup goaltenders in there. So, I'd have to lean to the over in this one.
The depth of Tampa Bay on offense, I think, is going to be the key here. So I think I hear that the stronger play for Dan's going to be on Tampa Bay minus as a favorite, and then slightly lesser play on the over. I like the over as my play. So there's your free plays for NHL on Thursday night. And don't forget, get all of Dan's best bets over at Picks and Parlays and use that promo code UPSET to save 20% off all week long.